Alright, so we're ready to get started with our ice cream snow cones today. So you can see my finished product here, what it's going to look like. Today we're going to work on starting out with drawing the cone and our snowman itself. So it's going to look more like this once we've painted it. But then that's the final product. And we're actually going to be using some oil pastels next time to add some of the details and things. So when we get started, we're going to start with a really tall, skinny piece of paper. I'm going to move this off to the side here. I got a little paint on that. Oops. So we're going to start with a tall, skinny piece of paper, and I'm going to start with my cone. So my cone is going to be down towards the bottom. It can touch the very bottom of the paper if you want to, but we're going to start with a letter V. So I'm going to go maybe about right here, and this might be kind of hard to see at first. I'll use a Sharpie, that way you can see it better, but I'm going to start with a letter V, and that's going to be my cone for my snow cone. Now, there's other ways to draw cones. You could draw something more like this. I'll demonstrate. Maybe it's going to slant here. The bottom is going to be slightly rounded, okay? And then you've probably seen cones that kind of come like this. Kind of looks like a flower pot right now, okay? But that's another way, kind of, to draw a snow cone. But I'm going to go ahead with this example here. So I'm going to draw my letter V, and then we want a snowman on top, and our snowman is going to have 3 separate parts to it, okay? So I'm going to start with the bottom part down here. I'm going to round it out at the top of my snow cone so it looks like it's sitting on there, okay? And it's going to come down around like this and curve around like this. I'm using up a lot of my paper here, which is fine. Okay, I'm going to leave the top open because that's where I'm going to start the next part of my snowman, my ice cream snowman. Okay, I'm going like that. And then at the very top, I want to leave some room up here for a hat, probably. We're going to go like this, and this time I'm going to close that off. So my snowman's got a really skinny, wide head. If I don't like the shape of it, I can always erase it, or in this case, I could just redraw it and then we'll paint over them anyway. But now we're ready to start painting. So instead of just painting it all white, which is kind of going to make it look just like kind of flat, we're going to end up adding a little bit of blue, as you can see, to give it some value around the outside. So we're mostly doing white. I'm going to start with, let's start up here at the top. So I'm going to take my brush, and I want to make sure I dry that off as much as I can. I might even use a paper towel to dry it off, okay, because we are using liquid paint, so we don't really need to add any extra water to it. I'm going to dip my brush in there, and I'm just painting with white first. So I'm painting that whole oval shape in with my white to start with, and as you can see, it might take a couple of coats. It's not going to be very dark at first, so if you want to add a second coat to it, you totally can. Remember, we are going to be adding some blue around the sides too, so by no means does it need to be perfect. We're going to just start with the head of our snowman, just like that, okay? Now, if I want to, I can keep going and paint in every single section to start with, okay? So I'm going to keep going and paint in my middle section here and my bottom section. And like I said, we're just starting, it's all white to get started here. But I'm going to fill that in all white, okay? Now my cone is going to be brown, and you can see I've got some brown over here. But I'm going to wait until I'm done with my snowman before I paint that at all. And I do want to make sure that I cover up as much of that pencil line, or in my case Sharpie line, as I can. We will, like I said, next time be adding some oil pastel, alright? But I want it to be as neat and nice as possible. So there we go. I'm going to give the middle and the bottom a second coat of paint. Okay, notice how I kind of curve around the outsides. I'm curving around. That's going to make our snowman look more round and realistic. But there we go. Now, like I said, we're going to be adding some blue to give it some value. So I'm going to clean my brush as best as I can. I'm swishing it around my water. I'm going to wipe it. I'm going to dry it off a little bit. Okay, and then when I get my blue, around the outside edges, I want it to be the darkest, and it's going to get lighter as it goes in. So I'm going to start with my blue around here. And notice how dark and vivid that is, but instantly it's going to start mixing with our white, which is exactly what we want. I can also add some to the other side, okay? But I want to mix that in, and then I'm going to slowly work my way in, and look at how it's kind of a lightish blue, but it's fading and getting even lighter as it starts to mix more and more with our white. So then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And if I need to, I can dip it in and get a little bit more blue around that outside edge and work my way in, letting it blend. Okay? I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to clean my brush off again, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with my middle one. So this time I'm going to start on this edge. Okay, I've got my darkest blue on the outside, and it's going to fade in. Oops, I'm going to add some to the other side while I can. Okay, it's dark. It's going to get a little lighter as we go in. It's dark, and it's going to keep getting lighter. Okay? And I can go along the bottom if I want to. I could go along the bottom there too if I need to. Alright, and sometimes you might need to add more blue like I did with the top one. Sometimes you might even need to go back in and add some more white. So that's totally fine. Now remember, we are sharing our paint palettes, so don't make sure you clean your brush before you dip it in there. Be courteous and respectful for the other people at your table. Okay, notice some spots that needed to be filled in a little bit, so I went back there. Alright, so I'm going to skip the bottom one. I'll do that one in just a second, but I want to make sure I do the cone as well. So with our cone, we're going to start, and I'm going to paint the whole thing in with our dark brown here. Okay, and then we want to give our cone some value too. So instead of adding blue, which doesn't really make sense with the cone, we're going to end up adding in some white. So I'm being very careful as I paint around. Oops, you can see I accidentally got a little white on my brush. But I'm carefully painting in my whole cone with that dark brown. Okay, but we want one side of it to be lighter, so we're going to end up adding some white to give it some value. Okay, value means how light or how dark a color it is. It doesn't mean money in this case. I'm going to paint the whole cone in carefully. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we're going to create some value. So on this side, we want it to be lighter because our cone, it's darker on this side and lighter on that side. So or on our snowman, on our cone, we want to do that too. So I'm going to get some white on my brush. Okay, and that was probably too much, but that's okay. But I'm just going to start, and I'm going to mix up some lighter brown on this whole side of my cone here. Okay. Then as I go across, it's going to get darker and darker as I run out of my white. Okay? If I need to, I can add some more brown in here. I can go back across. Okay? Starting on my dark side and working back over to the lighter side if I need to. But I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so that's what we're trying to accomplish today. We're trying to paint our cone and all three of our circles here for our snowman.